You close the door, or you try to. Before you finish turning the handle, they're already there, pushing through, slipping past your leg, arriving in the bathroom with you as if this were a completely normal and necessary thing to do. They might sit on the mat and watch you. They might jump onto the edge of the sink. They might simply position themselves in the center of the room and stare at you with the particular calm of a creature who sees absolutely nothing unusual about this arrangement. You've had this experience. Everyone who has a cat has had this experience. And at some point, probably more than once, you've looked at your cat sitting on the bathroom floor, watching you, and thought, why? Why this room specifically? Why this level of commitment? Why, of all the places in the house you go, does this one seem to require their presence most consistently? The answer most people reach for, that cats are just curious, that they want what they can't have, that the closed door is the whole explanation, is not wrong exactly, but it's incomplete. What's actually happening when your cat follows you to the bathroom is several things at once, layered on top of each other, and once you understand all of them, the behaviour stops being funny and starts being something else entirely. The first layer is the door itself. Cats operate in a world built around access and information. They have a detailed model of their territory, every room, every entry point, every possible source of threat or resource, and they maintain that model through regular monitoring. A closed door is, to a cat, a gap in the model, a space they cannot see into, and cannot smell adequately, cannot assess. This is not a minor inconvenience for a creature whose survival historically depended on knowing exactly what was happening in every part of their territory at all times. The closed door is an informational problem. Following you through it before it closes is the most efficient solution. This is why cats don't just want to be on the other side of a closed door. They want to be on the other side with you. It's not purely about the room. It's about the room plus the disruption to their ability to track you. You are one of the most important elements in their territory map. And when you disappear behind a closed door, they've lost track of something that matters. The bathroom follow is, in part, a navigation correction. But there's a second layer, and it's older and more fundamental than territorial monitoring. Cats in the wild are vulnerable when they are occupied with something that divides their attention. Grooming, eating, sleeping, any activity that requires focus and reduces environmental awareness is a moment of exposure. Social animals developed a solution to this over thousands of years of evolution. The presence of another trusted individual during vulnerable moments significantly reduces risk. You don't have to monitor the perimeter yourself if someone you trust is monitoring it for you. Your cat has, whether you realize it or not, cast you in this role. You are their trusted companion. And when you go to the bathroom, when you're occupied, stationary, he's temporarily unavailable to respond to whatever might be happening in the rest of the house. Your cat's instinct is to be present, not to protect you in any active sense, to be near you during a moment when both of you are, in the logic of an older and wilder world, slightly more exposed than usual. The bathroom vigil is, underneath everything, a form of mutual attendance. They are there because you are there, and because their presence with you during a moment of divided attention is what a bonded companion does. Your cat is reading you constantly, your scent, your posture, your routine, the micro-expressions your face makes when you think no one is watching. They build a detailed model of you, and most owners never realize how complete it is. I put together a complete guide covering exactly that layer, the signals cats send and the signals they read from you that most people never learn to recognize. It's called What Your Cat is Hiding, and the link is in the description. If you've ever felt like your cat understands you on a level you can't fully explain, that guide is going to show you why that feeling is more accurate than you think. There's a third layer that goes deeper than instinct, and it's the one most people miss entirely. The bathroom is one of the few places in the modern human home where you're genuinely still, not working, not looking at a screen, not moving through space with purpose. For a few minutes, You are simply present, seated, stationary, not performing any of the 100 tasks that occupy your attention throughout the day. Your body is calm. Your cortisol is not spiking. You are, in behavioral terms, accessible in a way you frequently aren't. Cats know this. They have built a detailed model of your daily patterns, and they have learned that the bathroom is a reliable moment of stillness. It is one of the few guaranteed windows in your day when you are not in motion, not preoccupied, not about to leave. For a cat who wants proximity without competition from everything else that demands your attention, the bathroom is actually an excellent choice. Not arbitrary at all, strategic. This is why many cats are more physically affectionate in the bathroom than in other rooms, climbing onto laps, pressing against legs, seeking contact that they might not initiate in the living room, where the television is on, or the kitchen, where you're always moving. The bathroom gives them you, undivided for a few minutes. They have learned to use it. There's also something worth noting about the relationship between cats and water. Bathrooms contain multiple sources of running water. Faucets, showers, the toilet, and cats have a documented preference for moving water over still water. This is an evolutionary holdover from environments where still water was more likely to be stagnant or contaminated. The bathroom, with its reliable supply of fresh running water from the tap, is genuinely interesting to a cat beyond anything that has to do with you. Some of the bathroom attendance is simply, there is interesting water here, and also, you are here, and both of these things are good. But the most telling version of this behaviour, the one that reveals what it's really about, is not the cat who pushes in behind you when you leave the door open. It's the cat who sits outside the closed door and waits, who doesn't scratch, doesn't vocalise, doesn't demand entry, simply positions themselves at the threshold and stays there, patient and still until you come out. That cat is not trying to get into the bathroom. That cat is maintaining proximity to your location. They know where you are. They are near you. The door doesn't change the fundamental thing, which is that they want to be in the same part of the house as you, near the last place they saw you, close to where you are, even when they can't access it. That behaviour, the patient waiting, the door sitting, the quiet maintenance of your location in their awareness, is not curiosity. It's attachment. The same attachment that causes them to follow you from room to room throughout the day, to reposition themselves when you move, to keep you consistently within a certain radius. The bathroom just makes it more visible because the door creates an obstacle, and the obstacle reveals how much they were tracking you all along. People who live alone with cats report this most consistently. The sense that the cat is always aware of where they are in the house, always within a certain distance, always oriented toward them. The bathroom follow is the concentrated version of something that has been happening continuously, a bonded creature maintaining the proximity that makes them feel secure. Some cats are more expressive about this than others. The cats who push through the door and sit on the mat are not more attached than the cats who wait outside. They are just less patient. Both are doing the same thing. Both are keeping track of you. Both have decided somewhere in the model they've built of their daily life that knowing where you are and being near you is important enough to prioritise even when you would prefer a moment alone. There is something worth sitting with in that. In the ordinary comedy of the cat on the bathroom floor, watching you with total composure, there is the fact that this animal has organised its day around your location, that it monitors your movements, not out of anxiety, but out of the same impulse that causes bonded creatures across many species to keep track of each other. That the door, the one boundary in your home that usually signals privacy and closed access, is the one boundary your cat consistently refuses to accept. Because on the other side of it is you, and you're worth the persistence. Next time, your cat follows you to the bathroom, or sits outside the door waiting for you to come out, notice it for what it is, not a quirk, not a demand for attention, a creature who has decided that knowing where you are matters, and who is acting on that decision in the most direct way available to them. They're not following you to the bathroom. They're following you. The bathroom is just where you happen to go. If your cat does this, if they follow you in, or wait outside, or make the bathroom the one room in the house they simply will not let you be in alone, tell me about it in the comments. How long have they done it? Do they have a specific spot they always choose? I want to hear the specific details because the consistency of this behaviour across so many different cats and households says something about what these animals are actually tracking, and I think it deserves to be said out loud. The specificity of the bathroom, why this room and not others, is worth exploring one more level because it's not entirely random. Bathrooms are small, unlike the living room or the kitchen where the cat has to cover more ground to maintain proximity to you. The bathroom puts you within a few feet of them regardless of where they position themselves. For a creature who values being near you, the bathroom is the easiest room in the house to be near you in. The geometry is simply favourable. You cannot be on the other side of the room. You cannot be far away. The smallness of the space is, from the cat's perspective, an advantage. This is also why cats often become more relaxed in the bathroom than in other rooms, more willing to flop onto the floor, to expose their belly, to make the slow blink that in cat social language means something about trust and ease. The smallness means safety. The safety of knowing exactly where you are, exactly how far away you are, without having to actively monitor. They can let their guard down a little because the room itself has handled the proximity problem for them. There's also the scent dimension. Bathrooms concentrate your scent more than any other room in the house. The towels, the clothing left on the floor, the steam from the shower, all of it creates a dense olfactory presence that is, to a cat, a rich and specific record of you. Some cats who seem obsessed with the bathroom are not primarily following you at all. They're going to the room that smells most like you, and it happens that you're frequently there. The bathroom is, in this reading, a place that belongs to you in a way that other rooms don't quite, marked by your scent more heavily, associated with your presence more reliably. Your cat goes there because it is yours? All of these layers, territorial monitoring, mutual attendance during vulnerable moments, the reliable window of your stillness, the favourable geometry, the concentrated scent, add up to a behaviour that is not random and not simple. It is the product of a cat who has been paying close attention to you for a long time, who has understood the patterns of your day well enough to know where to find you and when, and who has decided that the bathroom is worth the persistence. The closed door doesn't change any of that. If anything, it confirms it. A cat who sits outside a closed bathroom door is not confused about where you are. They know exactly where you are. They are simply choosing to remain near the last known location of the person they are tracking, in the patient and unhurried way of a creature that has learned you always come back out. They are waiting because you are worth waiting for. That's the whole thing. The bathroom is just the room.